What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Venom is a 2005 slasher film directed by Jim Gillespie, who's better known for directing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know What You Did Last Summer? Ooh!
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Though if you ask me, Venom is his best movie by a mile. The writer of this film also wrote Scream, so you know it's just going to be full of pretty underwhelming kills for a slasher movie with really annoying teenagers. Ugh. Since it's getting a big-budget remake with a wide theatrical release starring Tom Hardy in the title role, I thought it'd be fun to see the original before I see the new one, just to compare the two. Having seen this one, I feel pretty confident in saying that the new one probably won't be as bizarre as the original. Now, if I didn't know that Venom was made in 2005, I would have guessed it immediately when the movie started. The movie opens with the click 5, because when you think of great horror movie opening music, you think of these guys.
She laughs at my dreams, but I dream about her laughter.
Also, one of the teenagers sounds like Tara Strong when she does a baby voice, which is really distracting. Two of the teenagers argue on a bridge when a truck driver named Ray stops to make sure they're both okay. Then, and I'm not making any of this up, a woman drives by and crashes her car on the bridge, which causes her briefcase full of possessed snakes to open. The possessed snakes bite Ray, killing him, but also putting the souls that possessed them into him and turning him into an undead snake monster? Now, the rest of the movie would be pretty forgettable if not for the beautiful shots of the Louisiana swamps, but that setup has got to be one of the top 5 most ridiculous origins for a slasher villain that I've ever seen. The movie's greatest asset is Rick Kramer as Ray the Killer. He only gets a few lines before he turns into a monster, but you can tell that he's mostly a good person despite being pretty creepy and being a deadbeat dad. He risks his life for a stranger and stops to make sure that a teenage girl is safe when she's having a fight with her boyfriend in the middle of nowhere at night. It's a good example of how costuming, makeup, and acting, as well as some clever writing, can make a character so memorable in such a short amount of time. One weird thing is the choice of the final survivor. It's the character Eden, the sort of girlfriend to Eric, but Eric seemed like the main character of the movie to me. Sean is the killer's son, and Cece is the one who knows the killer's weakness, so they both have more stakes in it as well. Any of those three would have made more sense as the last one standing, in my opinion. Also, Method Man is in this, and he plays a cop. It's a decent flick to watch during Halloween if you're looking for a slasher movie that isn't in one of those big franchises like Friday the 13th or A Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, Leprechaun, Child's Play, Hellraiser, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Sorority Row. And you can get it super cheap, so I recommend it, at least if you're a fan of weird horror movies. How will Sony's big-budget remake hold up? Well, the trailers imply that they're ditching the voodoo snakes and replacing them with an alien parasite, which is not quite as weird as possessed snakes that have serial killer souls in them, but it's still pretty bizarre. I'm interested to see if the rumors that they're setting up a Venom cinematic universe are true. Supposedly, he's going to fight a vampire and the guy from Natural Born Killers in a sequel, which could be awesome. Well, anyway, we'll see how that is. I'll do a review of that too. Thanks for listening.
She's cold and she's cruel, but she knows what she's doing.